Okay. I want to talk about DDG real quick. Okay. So I've known about DDG like for a while in passing. I've known about, his stuff here and there. And I know about, what he has going on, personally when it comes to who he has children with, who he has a child with, and all those things. And and sometimes he may say things that'll get him dragged on the shade room and blah blah blah, whatever, right? So I've really gotten into, like I said before, guys, I've really gotten into streamers a lot within the past like 6-7 months. So I'm really a big fan of a lot of different streamers on Twitch and stuff like that. And I love, and I love how these guys, mostly guys, I love how these guys are, I really respect DDG. I'm gonna talk about DDG. I respect DDG, I'm very apprehensive, or I'm very reluctant to hop on the hate train when it comes to him, and I'm very reluctant to hop on hate trains when it involves like low hanging fruit, if you will. Like, of course, people say, "Oh, he's corny. Why did Holly have a baby by him? He's da 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 da. He's tarnishing her brand." It's easy to hate him, and it's easy to be in an echo chamber with everyone else. And I try to shy away from that a lot of times, because I know how it feels to be the butt of the joke, or be someone that there's low hanging fruit and people want to have whatever, right? So I want to focus. There's way more positive to focus on when it comes to DDG. And I think that's what I'm intrigued by. So I'm definitely a supporter of DDG. I love how he's very business savvy. And from what we see, he loves his son. He wants to be in his son's life, and he's very wholesome. He's a family guy. He loves his brothers and sisters. He loves his mom. He loves his family. And he recently did a streamathon. So like streamathon is like when streamers like they do they stream for a certain pocket of time, straight through to gain more subscriptions. Like with Kai Cenat, he does his Mafia-thon where like, he'll stream for 30 days straight and he'll have guests come on or whatever. So with DDG, he for him, he did like a week-long streamathon, and he called his Hit-a-thon. And I guess I was in and out with watching things, but I guess he was recording an album, and each day he had different rappers come on and record a verse for a song on his upcoming project. So he had Bia come in there, he had the Baby come in there, he had Rob 49 come in there, he had Ty Dolla $ign, he had Shabuzi, he had a whole bunch of people to come in there, because he rented out a mansion, and he orchestrated that whole experience for everyone. And a lot of the song, he had Queen Naja up there too. A lot of the songs that they recorded, it's really catchy. Like he just dropped a song with the Baby called Motion. I really like it. I like it a lot. He's a good rapper too. These guys are really talented. And I'm not down for him who he has children with, and who is not really. I mean, yeah, it's pushed to the forefront, and yeah, they tell us their business or whatever. But I'm not going to be someone that's just going to just grab the easy low hanging fruit, like I said, because like at this point everyone's saying the same thing on the DDG hate train. So what can I say that would be so groundbreaking that would just like it's not benefiting me? I'd rather focus on the positive. And I feel like him and other streamers, they're inspiring everyone. These guys are making an honest living, because times have changed. We can make careers with a microphone now. Right. We can make a career with just being ourselves. Like people like reality TV, like The Real World, even the Kim Kardashian. People like her, they pioneered just being influencers. They pioneered just being like the celebrity, like, oh, we like the way you look, we want to look at you some more. You know what I'm saying? Like, just you don't have to be talented, you're just looking at him some more. But with him and like other guys, these guys are really talented, and I think that these guys are making an honest living. These guys like DDG, Kai Cenat, like Phantom, like all these guys, like Reggie, like Lil Rodney's son, like all of them, like all these guys, like they're making an honest living. They're not harming anyone. they're not stealing from anyone. They're not committing crimes. They're just being themselves, and they're being rewarded for it positively.
Right.
And they're creating content, and these are all businessmen, and they're all good businessmen because they're successful in what they're doing. They're all very smart. So I think there's way more positive to focus on. I remember because DDG, he talks sometimes to his stream or whatever, and one thing he said, and we're gonna get into some more things with DDG a little bit, not too much, but one thing he said one day when I was watching him, he said, I can't remember, someone asked him about something, I forgot what the question was, but basically he said, he said his life is a movie. His life is a movie. And if you are in his life, family or girlfriend or whatever, if you're in his life, he's going to help you, but it's still up to you to create your own spinoff of his movie.
Yeah, you have to.
I think that's basically what he said. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not sure if that's the exact wording, but I'm paraphrasing what he said. And that really, I'm like, wow, that's really real. And he's telling you who he is.
That's very real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just what that is. Like, so like he has an older brother that's into streaming now, and his nephew is cute, and he has his own personality, and his sister is into like clothes and crafting and things like that. His sister's boyfriend has his own personality, and they're all, and they have friends, and like they're friends with other streamers, and it's all like it's a whole situation, a whole crew, a whole clique. Everyone there's a whole tree of everyone that's interlocked, and they're all they're intertwined with each other. And that's really cool. And like, you will want to be like, ladies, you want to be with a man that encourages you to be the best you can be and encourages you to be a self-starter. Like, I respect people and I admire people that are self-starters. Whether it's a streamer or a YouTuber, a commentator, a podcaster, a person that's into DIY. Like, a person that's into DIY, I'm like, you guys are amazing, because the way you guys have to have the drive that you guys have to like be a DIY anything, DIY in making clothes, a DIY in crafting something, or a DIY in building your home, a DIY in decorating your home, or making things, just like, making like this, just like being a self-starter is like a whole nother ballpark. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like being a self-starter is a part of content creators.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It is. So I like that. I feel like there's way more positive to focus on when it comes to DDG than just to be like on the hate train or whatever. Because at the end of the day, he has a baby who he has a baby with. At the end of the day, their child is well taken care of. And that's just what that is. So there's been a couple of things. Well, there's something else I wanted to discuss about DDG. So, at one point he dated Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose is a rapper.